One of the most concerned issues with the new M1 MacBooks is that whether it can run Windows via bootcamp or using virtual machines. For many people, Windows apps are extremely important, even though some of them prefer using MacBooks. That's why virtualization softwares such as VMware, VirtualBox, and Parallels are very popular among Mac users. Recently, Parallels released a technical preview program that supports M1 chip natively, and people now can run Windows 10 ARM on their M1 MacBooks. Surprisingly, the performance of the Windows guest system is very good, as many YouTubers point out. However, Parallels is not the only option to run a Windows 10 system within your M1 MacBooks. Today we are going to have a look at an alternative method using an open source software called QEMU and see what happens. Just like Parallels, QEMU is a machine emulator and virtualizer. Being open source also means that it is completely free, so you can just spend a little time trying it out to see what it can do. The problem is, QEMU seems a little bit overwhelming for a normal guy like me. Reading through the documentation gives me headache already. But thanks to contributors like Chaos T and ubenmackin, we have a very simple way to set up a Windows virtual machine on our MacBooks with Apple Silicon. First, we should go to Microsoft website to sign up for the Insider preview program and download the system file. The file we are downloading is a VHDX file, and it is quite big, so I suggest downloading it before getting other things done. Once the download started, we can now go to ubenmackin's GitHub page to download ACVM, which is a simple launcher where we can easily configure and run Windows 10. Once downloaded, double-click to run ACVM. Now we can create a new virtual machine here and drag the VHDX file mentioned before to the main image session. That's it. The Windows 10 system should boot normally, and you can finish the setup just like every time you install a new system on your computer. After the setup, we can now see the Windows system runs very sluggishly, and there's no internet. You cannot change the screen size either. So we need to follow these instructions on the GitHub page we downloaded ACVM from to enable internet access and GPU driver. The link is in the description. Now, after a bit of work and a few restarts, we finally have a working Windows 10 on our M1 MacBook. But the performance is still not meeting my expectation. I tried to run some benchmarks on the Microsoft Edge browser and could not get any result. The other main issue is that the virtual machine cannot utilize my MacBook's Retina display, as it doesn't support HIDPI yet. So for a better viewing experience, I would suggest using an external display. For simple tasks such as web browsing, office work, and YouTube playback, it seems to be performing well enough. Maybe you can use it to watch something not supposed to be seen by others. That's all for today. Thank you for wasting your time with me.